Hey, welcome to or back to Growth Rising. I'm Bird, and here we just talk about things dealing with astrology. We've been talking about the houses in astrology, in your birth chart lately, and to find your specific birth chart to know what sign rules what houses for you and what planets are in each house. The only thing you have to do is you can just go to Google and type in birth chart calculator, calculate my birth chart for free. Just something along those lines, and then you'll get several different websites where you can just basically, click on it. The only thing you have to do is type in your birthday, the place that you were born, and the time that you were born, so that you can get your specific rising sign, and that'll basically let you know what your rising sign is for one, and that's going to be the rule of your first house, and then so on and so forth for every single house. Um, well, depending on what system you use, if you use the whole house system, the rising sign will govern the whole entire first house. But if you use Placidus, which is usually the default, it may cover the whole first house or it may be kind of split. But okay, anyway, um, we've been talking about the houses. We've went over the first 8 houses, and now we're going over the ninth one. And the ninth house is the house of, your higher self. It's the house that's ruled by Sagittarius and Jupiter. And this house deals with higher studying, philosophy, and your beliefs. So, religion is also your religion is also part of this house because it is whatever you believe. And I know that everybody here may not be religious, which, do what you do. Um, but it is whatever your beliefs are. Because a lot of people do feel like there's more than just us out here, and like in existence, it's more than just us. There's a greater power, a greater one, maybe you refer to the greater one as God, as spirit, as the divine, the universe, however you refer to that higher power, that's just part of your beliefs, which is also tied into the ninth house. And that ninth house is also, about how you experience, that higher power, whether it be God or divine or spirit or however, whichever one you address it as. It's just basically your relationship with the higher power. Um, and the ninth house also deals with expanding your mind and your consciousness, which, Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So anything that Jupiter touch, it will try to expand. And that can be a good thing, but it also can be something that you have to keep in check just because Jupiter don't know when to stop. Jupiter will keep going on and on and on. And Jupiter knows no limits. So that's just something to keep in mind, especially like let's say that your ninth house is ruled by Sagittarius and Jupiter is in the ninth house, or even if you have a lot of planets in your ninth house and if it's ruled by Sagittarius, it could be something that you might just want to be cautious of, don't go overboard because Jupiter really be Jupitering. So the ninth house also deals with, seeking the meaning of life, because some people might feel, and, also I do just want to say that your journey is just that, your journey. We're all out here living our own lives. We might be like the side character in somebody else's life, but we're the main character in our own. So this is our own specific journey. So your meaning of life may be different than somebody else's. Like somebody might say the meaning of life is to work hard. Somebody else might say the meaning of life is to have a family. Somebody else could say the meaning of life is to live for self, or the meaning of life is to try to see what all you can accomplish before your life is over. There are just, different people based on, basically however your life has been, even up to this point, that will basically kind of shape your meaning of life. And, also like with your birth chart, that's your specific birth chart. And oh, sorry about that. That's your specific birth chart. And so, that's it doesn't belong to anyone else because it's about you and your life, so that's why it's like you search the meaning of life, to you, like for you. um and the ninth house also deals with, seeking the truth, freedom, and wisdom and knowledge of law and the world and nature. Is basically trying to get to know as much as you can about whatever. Maybe you want to know about the law, the world, and nature, or you just want to know about one or the other. But that's what the ninth house basically goes into. The ninth house also deals with travel, long distance travel, because I mean, if you want to know more, like let's say about the world, you're probably at some point going to want to see more of the world. Um, and also like you can travel physically or even mentally, because the ninth house is about expanding your mind and your consciousness. So you might be the type of person who wants to read a lot of books, who wants to do a lot of research. And so your mind is on go a lot basically. So it can be physically or mentally where you're just on go. And that's, just kind of what the ninth house basically deals with. And I'm sorry about earlier. I don't I had got a phone call. This is actually my second time shooting this video because I had a phone call the first time I was shooting it. And I just got another phone call this time. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Hopefully you still enjoyed the video, and also if you have any comments or any experiences that you want to share, leave them down below, and you have a good one.